I still remember moments in my own early professional career as a scientist. We would purify a compound, run a NMR, and something strange would appear, a pick that didn't belong. The culprit was the most innocent looking bottle on the bench, the solvent. So we asked ourselves at Advent, can we create solvents that are tested not just for purity but for absence of hidden residues that could interfere in such sensitive research? That question led to the birth of LN and LCN grade solvents. You need your solvents to be invisible in the story. They should not speak in your NMR. They should not show up in your HPLC analysis or Prep-HPLC isolation. They should simply serve and vanish. And that is what LN and LCN solvents are meant to do, to disappear silently, leaving only your signs to shine. Today, I would like to speak to you about something simple yet deeply significant, the purity of solvents in drug discovery and development. We will explore two special grades of solvents that we have developed at Advent called LN and LCN and why they matter more than you might think. You know, if you have spent any time in a research lab, whether in a pharma research and development setup or a contract research organization, you know already this truth that tiny impurities can create big problems. I still remember moments in my own early professional career as a scientist. We would purify a compound, run a NMR, and something strange would appear, a pick that didn't belong. And we would go back to recheck everything, reactants, glasswares, even handling. But sometimes the culprit was the most innocent looking bottle on the bench, the solvent. Especially in early stage drug discovery, where you are working with milligrams of materials, there is simply no room for solvent-borne impurities. They can mask real signals, introduce ghost picks, or derail an otherwise beautiful synthesis. And for CROs working across multiple client projects, this is not just a lab inconvenience, but it is a risk to timelines, trust, and reputation. So we asked ourselves at Advent, can we create solvents that are tested not just for purity, but for absence of hidden residues that could interfere in such sensitive research? That question led to the birth of LN and LCN grade solvents. And today, I would like to tell you what they are and why we are so proud of them. LN stands for low non-volatile. These solvents are specially designed to leave behind almost no residue after evaporation, a crucial parameter when your compound recovery depends on solvent evaporation. The key test we do here is something we call a residual analysis by proton NMR. Let me explain. We take specific quantity of the solvent, evaporate it completely, and dissolve the residue, if any, in the desired NMR solvent. This solution is then scanned using proton NMR. The solvent is approved only if there are no signals in the aliphatic or aromatic regions, meaning no hidden organic impurities remain. This makes LN solvents ideal for reaction workups, compound isolation, and other high purity requirements in early stage drug discovery. Now let us come to LCN, which stands for low non-volatile solvents for chromatography. These solvents go through the same strict residual analysis by NMR as LN solvents, but in addition, they also undergo all the standard quality checks we do for our HPLC grade solvents, such as UV absorbance or transmittance, residue on evaporation, moisture, etc. So while LN solvents are fantastic for synthetic and isolation work, LCN solvents step up as the perfect choice for analytical chromatography, Prep-HPLC and HPLC, where both purity and spectral clarity matter deeply. Here is the comparison between two grades of solvents that we just discussed. Naturally, LCN comes at a slightly higher point than LN because of the added testing and assurance, but both are crafted with the same philosophy: no interference, no residues, no compromises. Today, both pharma R&D centers and CROs across the country have started adopting these solvents in their critical research activities. Why? Because when you are working on the frontier of science, whether it is designing a new lead compound or running a final purity check, you need your solvents to be invisible in the story. They should not speak in your NMR. They should not show up in your HPLC analysis or Prep-HPLC isolation. They should simply serve and vanish. And that is what LN and LCN solvents are meant to do, to disappear silently, leaving only your science to shine. So if you are a researcher, an analytical chemist, or part of a CRO team, and you have ever had to pause and wonder, is this impurity from my compound or from the solvent, then you will understand the value of what we have created. At Advent, we have also secured trademark registrations for LN and LCN, not just to protect the brand, but to make a statement that these solvents represent a new standard of trust in scientific purity. Here is the list of LN and LCN grade solvents that we have developed in our Advent brand, where the pack sizes vary from 2.5 liter to 4 liter to 25 liter to 50 liter SS drums. Thank you for giving me the space to share this with you. If you would like to explore these solvents further, reach out to us at Advent or contact our channel partners. We are always ready to work with you on this path of discovery, silently supporting like a good solvent should. A good solvent should never speak in your data, only support your discovery and quietly disappear. Until next time, stay curious, stay precise, let your science shine without interference. Thank you so much.